Welcome to After School Science Plus, Session 7, Building with Wonderful Junk. Today's session takes about 40 minutes to complete and we'll work on skills such as creative thinking, estimating, model making, organizing, and planning. The materials that you'll need for this session includes lots of clean, wonderful junk or recyclable goods, such as boxes and cups. We'll also have aluminum foil and plastic bottles and those tubes that toilet paper and paper towel go on. And you also need a healthy supply of masking tape to build the models and put each of the different materials together in a way that's creative and fun. In this construction activity, students have fun as they work in groups to plan and build large structures using recyclable materials they have brought from home. In addition to gaining experience with science concepts, this activity teaches interpersonal skills, presenting ideas, and negotiating. Our first word for the day is balance, a state of equilibrium, a stable state in which all forces are canceled by equal opposing forces. Our second word for the day is flexible, able to bend without breaking. Rubber is a flexible material. Gravity, a force that pulls objects toward each other. The Earth's gravity pulls on you, giving you weight and keeping you here on the ground. Recycle, to reuse products. Metal, rubber, plastic, glass, and paper are among the items that we commonly recycle. Rigid, unbending, stiff, or unyielding. Steel beams are rigid and are used to give strength to large buildings. Ask students to try to make their bodies very rigid. How do they do that? And symmetry, a balanced, mirror image, correspondence of size, form, and arrangement of parts. Okay, so the steps in session 7 of After School Science Plus, Building with Wonderful Junk, are meant to be fun and sort of relaxed, but it's a good idea to give the youth pictures to work from so they can try to mimic the building. They can be their own architecture and engineer. So explain to each group of students that they will be constructing buildings of their own creations. Encourage all students to participate in the building process. As students work, ask open-ended questions that will lead them to problem solving. If students like, they can name and label their structure, and that's why you'll want to have markers on hand as well as crayons. If you have a camera, you can take a picture of each structure and its building crew and mount that picture on the wall for other folks to see as they come to the clubs. Asking any one or more of the following questions is a good way to wrap up the activity. What did you learn by doing this activity? Was it fun? What made it fun? Were you doing science? Why do you think so? Those open-ended questions allow the kids to start thinking about science and what science is and what that means to them. Also, it's a good way to tie in the vocabulary words such as balance and structure and rigid. So buildings that have good balance, they'll have good strength and they'll have rigid structures and they won't be falling down like this image here. So it's a good way to talk about those vocabulary words and make it hands-on for the youth. Are the materials flexible? And is there symmetry to the building? Does it look like it's a mirror image of itself? Another way of saying that, if you put the building in front of itself, would it match up? Does it have equal parts? And does it look the same?